What did they teach you at university? So you spent 3 years studying real estate. You say you learned about how to value properties, which is a really important skill. What else?
So there's a lot of legal stuff, but law for me is very black and white. It goes in one ear and out the other. It's hard learning at a university with a lecturer standing up there. That learning environment it's not for me, you know. It's kind of standing there reading a script off a board, and they also taught you how to be like an estate agent and lots of law stuff, a little bit of construction technology.
How much did you spend on that university course?
30 grand.
Okay, how does that compare? And listen, you can be as brutally honest, don't just because I'm standing here, but how does that compare to how much did you invest in the academy?
10 grand.
10 grand. So you invested 30 grand at university to learn about real estate, which was okay. Maybe a bit boring, but I don't know, I wasn't there. Then you invested 10 grand to go on the Property Investors Academy with Samuel Leeds. What are the comparables and what are the differences? Because I'm really curious. As I say, tell me blunt, tell me honest.
No, well, put it this way. If I came here in 2016 and if there was such thing as a course as the academy back then, I know for a fact if I started the academy back then in 2016, I would be 10 times further today than I am right now. But the academy, it teaches you how to invest in property. The university teaches you how to work for people, basically. The academy teaches you how to work for yourself and how to make your money work for you. University is how to work for other people. You know?
So the real estate university is very much about how to get on the corporate ladder.
Yeah, how to maybe be a good estate agent, you know? Right. How to be a good estate agent.
Estate agents earn peanuts.
Maybe be a RICS valuer, you know?
Estate agents earn peanuts though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was an estate agent, I was earning 12 grand basic a year. Yeah. You know, so okay, so you spent 3 years doing that. You then read Buy Low Rent High, where I was like, this is how it's done. What happened?
So straight after Buy Low Rent High, I actually went onto Google, funny enough, and I searched cheapest properties in the UK. Where are the cheapest houses in the UK? Yeah. Burnley popped up.
Interesting.
Burnley popped up. I had no idea because Burnley's quite a hype right now. I mean, everyone's craving Burnley right now. But Burnley popped up and I found out that there was a university there that recently started, and that kind of got my brain ticking, you know. Thought, you know, I was a student, I lived in an HMO. What if these students need to live in an HMO? Let me find a house near the university. So I looked on Rightmove, found a house 5 minutes walk away from the university, and that was just like a little gold mine right there. I was like, oh, I need to get that, you know.
So you then decided you were going to buy a property and do it as a HMO.
Yeah, do it as an HMO, yeah.
Now, if you'd have been on the academy at that point, I'd have probably said you need to do 10 of them, but you were very much the mindset, let me try the strategy, I'll do one, see if it works, and then maybe consider doing further training with Samuel, joining the academy, getting more houses. How did that first property go? Tell me the figures. How much you buy it for? What's it renting for?
So actually, we tried to obviously get a mortgage on it. I couldn't get a mortgage, so I thought, you know what, I've got to get this. This is amazing. So I had all my money from shares and harvest that I'd saved up. I bought it for 55,000 with help from my parents. Helped me out a bit with that.
So that was a total purchase price?
That was the total purchase price, but it was in bad nick. It was in bad nick, terrible nick. It's a 3-bed house. We wanted to convert it into a 5-bed HMO. It was a very spacious property. So got some contractors in, and we couldn't really get bridging finance either. So we had to make plans. I also had started my job at this stage as well. This is right after university. So from the money from my job, from more help with my parents, we managed to fix it up for 50 grand as well.
So you spent 50 grand fixing it up, 55 grand buying it. So in total, you spent 105 grand.
About 107, 108 with all the legal fees and etc.
Sure. So stamp duty, legals.
Fees, 107, 108.
About 107, 108 grand. Great. And how much is it worth now after all that work?
115,000.
Okay, so you've added a little bit of value. Not crazy. Yeah. So that's great. Now it's mortgageable, so you can refinance it if you want to, which I imagine you will do.
I am doing, yeah.
How much is it renting out for?
So rentals right now, it's 5 bedrooms, £400 a room. It's got 5 bathrooms as well. So £400 a room. So I'm getting a £2,000 turnover, and then profit out of that, I'm getting about £900 a month.
Interesting. So you're renting it out for about £2,000. That sounds quite good for Burnley.
Yeah, no, it is.
Who are you using as the management company?
E&M Property Solutions.
Okay, I know them. Yeah. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're really
Tina's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're renting it for £2,000 a month, and to students?
No, it's to, actually, the students aren't doing so well at the moment, so it's actually to the boohoo factory workers at the moment.
Great.
Because of COVID, students.
But they're paying £2,000 a month. You're paying, and why are your expenses so high? Why are you paying over £1,000 when you haven't even got a mortgage? That sounds really high.
Well, that's going to be after these figures, or sorry, after the mortgage.
Right. So once you've refinanced it, great, that makes sense.
That's on the go right now.
Right, and once you've refinanced it, after all, maintenance, management, mortgage.
Everything, yeah. So the mortgage is on its way right now.
And when you refinance it, you're going to be able to pull out a considerable amount of your money.
Yes. Yeah.
Which will be nice. You can pay your parents back and everything.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm going to be paying some parents back, and I'm going to be paying some builders off.
Yeah. Brilliant. So now you're renting it out, and that's exactly what buy low, rent high is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Someone said to me, just on TikTok actually, I was ironically in Burnley, going around a little house, and a guy called Pete, who is on Samuel 365, bought a house in Burnley. He's just about to rent it out, and he's got it advertised around about £1,600 for a 4-bed. Right? Yeah. Similar to yours, £1,600 for a 4-bed, nice, decent condition. And people in the comments were saying, someone said, my dad's a landlord. There's no way you'd get £1,600 a month for a house that was bought for 66 grand. My dad has got a house that's worth 600 grand, and he gets the same rent. So it can't be possible. Yeah. I'm like, that's the point. Yeah. The point is, you can buy a house for 600 grand and rent it for 1,600, or you can buy a house for 66 grand and rent it out for 1,600 with a bit of work and things. And of course, you've got to pay bills, so it's not quite like for like. But the point is, one's going to give you a return on investment of about 4%, and one's going to give you a return on investment of about 40%. Both are true.